the truth.
What's up, guys? This is Crypto Thoughts. Zach here, bringing you another video. So I apologize a little bit because I haven't been able to make any videos for you guys, and the reason for that is because I moved into college. I'm actually still a college student. I'm studying finance, but anyways, I've been studying a lot and trying to get my homework done, and so I really haven't had much time to actually sit down and make a video for you guys. Still been trading and investing a little bit here on the side, but I've really been focusing on school. So I plan to actually bring out more and more videos, so I'm thinking every 2 days again I'll get back on that schedule and start bringing you guys more videos. So let's look at Patientory. So today we saw a huge price pump, up over 50%, and one of the things that happened is it broke out of the trend, and I honestly think it could test its all-time high here pretty soon in the next few days to weeks. So let's actually look at the price here. If we look at it, so we've seen in the last, I'd say, month or so, we have seen that this wedge, and we've seen a lot of consolidation here. Okay, and then it finally came together and just shot out beautifully. Broke out of the cloud here and just boom, up here. Let's actually look at the percentage. Basically today we've seen around a 67% jump. It's pulled back just a little bit down to 13,000 Satoshi, and I think it's really good for that pullback. You know, if we look down here at the RSI, it's just kind of predictable. You see the RSI go up and then it come down. There's a lot of momentum going up, and it was a really overbought. So we're going to see that pull back naturally. If we check out the daily chart, same thing. So it came all the way up here today, boom, and now it's starting to pull back. And personally, I think that this isn't going to be any big crash. You know, I'll get into this later on into the video that I think it'll still be sustainable, but pullbacks are always necessary in such a pump like this. So let's actually get back into the PowerPoint here real quick. Okay, so we looked at the price analysis, and now we're going to check out the actual Patientory roadmap. And so one of the things with the roadmap and why the price has been pumping is simply because the app is going to be released this month. So if you actually look at it, we're at September 13th today, and there's still a bunch of days left in September, so at some point, we don't know an exact date, but we can assume and believe that Krissa and her team are going to release their app this month. As well, we can see that the beta will be coming up November, and beta 1.0, and then the beta 2.0 will be following after that into 2018. So we can see a lot of progress is being made, and I think that this actually is really good for the price if you're looking at it from that standpoint, and the actual growth of the company as well as the blockchain. So one of the other reasons why that I'm so bullish on this for longer term is their partnership. So they actually a couple weeks ago partnered with Dash. So I'm just going to read this quote for you. The Patientory Foundation will receive a grant to fund the integration of the Dash public blockchain with Patientory's own private blockchain using BlockCipher APIs. And I actually found that on Patientory's website. So basically they have partnered with Dash and they've gotten some funding, and basically they're going to be merging, the way that I understand it, merging part of their blockchain, and it's interoperable, so they're going to be able to work with each other to make their blockchains better. As well, some of the other partnerships are the Hyperledger. So Patientory joined the Hyperledger, and if you know anything about the Hyperledger, you have members like IBM, JP Morgan, ironically, Cisco, American Express, Intel, Samsung, and like a bunch of other companies. And I say ironically for JP Morgan because if you saw what Jamie Dimon said yesterday, it's kind of funny that he basically had said that Bitcoin was a fraud and that any of his traders would be fired if they were trading it, which is just kind of ironic. Like, they're part of this Hyperledger thing, and Hyperledger isn't a blockchain itself. If you look it up, I'll put a link in the description. Basically what it is it's a way that it's an open source platform where companies can come in and test out the blockchain and get into the supply chain aspect of it and really get themselves involved. So yeah, you guys should do some research on that. It's pretty interesting, actually. Let's get back to Patientory. So here are my potential outcome predictions for the rest of the year. So if we're looking at it, we have 70 million PTOY tokens in circulation. That's however many that there will ever be. The beta release is soon, as well as the app, and so we've only just begun seeing the price pump here. I could easily see this thing going to $1 or more. Once again, this isn't financial advice, so I'm not telling you what to do. These are my crypto thoughts here. So I believe that this could happen. Doesn't mean it will happen. This thing can go to zero just like that overnight. That's why you gotta do your own research and make your own opinions on it. But one of the reasons why I believe this too is also healthcare hacks are like a huge problem, and Chris has said this many times. Chris is the CEO, and I'll just read this quote. With cyber attacks projected to cost $305 billion by 2021. So that's a lot of money. And Chris McFarlane said that herself. And so one of the things, that's a lot of money. And so one of the things that Chris is saying is like this blockchain can help us out and prevent this. And if that can save people money, that's going to bring value to this company and value to the token. And this is why like I could see this thing going to $1 or even more, even $10. Like if this is there's only 70 million P-Toy tokens, you do the math, $1, that's only a $70 million market cap. That's I mean, that's still pretty low considering you have billion-dollar market caps out there. You know, if you go to $10, that's $700 million market cap, and $100, I mean, that's $7 billion, but I mean, that's just gonna take some time. And one of these things with investing in these cryptocurrencies is you're not gonna see profits overnight. You really have to think about it long term unless you're trading. And trading is one of those things where it's like you just really gotta dedicate your time to doing it. And it's really hard to be profitable unless you really have the practice and time to do it. So yeah, a couple other things I want to show you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be making more videos for you guys, obviously. I'll do a couple more SafeX videos. Here's my Twitter here. If you guys want to follow me, I'm pretty active on Twitter, at ZachCook8. I post tweets. I tweet all the time, actually, almost daily. So like here, if you would have looked at this almost 22 hours ago, excuse me, September 12th, that was yesterday. Not that I called the price, I'm not trying to say I'm some future teller, but I drew this up and posted this on Twitter and said, like, I called this. It was at 9,300. It was breaking out. I was saying, look, this is a potential for you to buy here. As well as I made a tweet. If you aren't buying P-Toy, you obviously don't fully understand the power of blockchain tech, and something I really believe in. You know, the healthcare hacking is pretty huge, and it's something that's a big problem and that can be fixed with blockchain. So it really adds a lot to this blockchain and to this company. So once again, guys, I'm going to show you all my resources. I will link them in the description so you can go do your own research. Make sure you look everything up yourself before investing. Once again, not a financial advisor, just here giving you my thoughts. But yeah, guys, subscribe, like, or just give me some feedback on how my video went. If there's anything that I did wrong or something that can make my videos better, just let me know. I'm open to any sort of criticisms that can make this channel better. I'm here to bring content to you guys. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.